Skip, scoppity, flip, floppity, get floppity, slip, floppity, dip, floppity, dip, floppity, slip, stoppity, dip, doppity, dip, floppity. It's movie time.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a great one.
Leslie.
No, don't do that.
Oh, that's definitely gonna fall.
That's gonna fall. Evan, move that.
Why? It looks good.
It's not. It's got one support. What are you talking about?
Right now it's in place.
No, it's not. Evan,
It is. If it falls, we can fix it.
No, it's leaning up against this.
mid-air.
Alright.
Yeah.
And that
Are
was
you
good.
concerned, Hunter? He's concerned.
Are we talking?
Are we talking?
Are we talking?
Are we gonna talk?
Alright.
Hey, Hunter, explain what we saw.
Huh?
Alright.
Explain what we watched.
We watched.
I got it.
I want you to give us a brief description.
Describe Big Fat Liar.
Big Fat Liar. Coming of age tale. A young boy deals with his obsession with lying. Tries to win back the trust of his father. He does this by painting a man blue and ruining his entire life.
Did you read a description of the novel?
All along the way. Who knew that the best actor in this movie was going to be Turk?
You know,
We didn't, but we loved it.
you know, as I
Big
was,
Fat Liar.
as I was watching the movie, I was actually paying attention to how hilarious his role in that movie was.
No, he's the best one in there.
Because he's
Hands down. It's
he
not even
like
close.
because Paul Giamatti kind of he steals the show in that one. But when I was watching, I was just like, yeah, Turk's doing great in this movie.
He steals the show from Nolan.
He still
Turk. What it? Hang on.
Turkleton.
I don't know his real name.
with his PG dialogue.
What's his name? Donald Faison.
Donald Faison.
It's a brilliant man.
That's my guy from Hootie.
Well, I think the whole discussion is that basically it's our argument why this is one of the greatest comedies of all time.
Oh, good. I didn't sign up for that.
Surprise!
Well,
Listen,
Actually, I didn't know about this either.
Oh, okay.
This is a surprise to me. But you know,
are we doing this scene by scene?
are we?
I'll tell you why it's not.
All right. What stands out, which is clear from the beginning, is Paul Giamatti. He thinks he's in a Golden Globe winner. That dude thinks he's about to win the hearts of everybody.
If he didn't yell 90% of his lines, I'll give you all the money I have.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I don't know the
No,
statistics
dude,
on it, but I'm willing to bet all the money I have.
If everyone
He
looked
yelled
at
every single line.
if everyone looked at Big Fat Liar seriously, he'd be nominated. He'd be nominated for an Oscar. I swear to God.
No one on this planet has ever looked at Big Fat Liar seriously.
I have my whole life.
no, dude, the best aspect of the whole movie is that Paul Giamatti. I mean, an Oscar movie is like. That's like a extreme, but he thought he was going to be in a comedy classic.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I'm going to be a character. Like, people are going to know me like Ron Burgundy. I mean, he just fully committed to the role. You believed that he was Marty Wolf.
All right, so Hunter, when was the last time you watched this before this viewing?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like it was on at work one time, but
Yeah, because
even still, I
Tom put
haven't,
it on?
but I haven't sat down and watched it. I don't know, probably since when did it come out?
2000? 2002?
2003, I think.
All right, well, we'll say since 2003.
Before
that
Edgy
I've
Cody
seen it
Banks.
the whole way.
Wow.
Cody
Yeah.
Banks. That come out after or before?
Had to have been after.
Wait, you've seen that, right?
Yep.
We haven't seen that. I haven't, at least.
So how seriously did you take it when you were watching it?
Oh, I took notes. Like I said, I'm ready to go. We're going scene by scene on this one. Right out. This is what I wrote.
All right. Oh yeah, let me hear it.
I just want to first note. Fucking pumped right out of the gate. That's literally what I wrote down. Just jacked. I was so ready. And then of course he lies immediately. Hilarious.
Setup. It's
Big Fat Liar.
It's perfect setup.
Yeah. Because you think, like, oh, it's about him being the big fat liar. And it kind of is. But then it's like, oh, it's the name of the movie. Also, they say the name of the movie 50 times.
And he wrote the story, Big Fat Liar. So it's like triple meaning.
It's a kids movie. They have to
50
understand what's
times.
going on right off the bat.
My first note:
make the
intelligent
connections.
plot for kids. That's my
Yeah.
first note.
Oh, intelligent?
And very intelligent, yeah.
Okay.
It's like the best kids rule and parents are stupid movie.
It's showing kids what Hollywood's really like.
Then I wrote, Taron Killam? Question mark, exclamation point?
It was definitely Taron Killam. You know who's in it?
I didn't know.
You had no idea?
I didn't know. Psych.
Oh, he's great.
Oh, yeah. First 5 minutes of this movie, I thought, I was like,
This is it.
maybe I misremembered it. Maybe it's not as terrible.
Didn't you love the part where he was like,
And then, like, the next hour and 35 minutes
Oh,
proved me wrong.
When he's choking about the meatball and all that.
Oh, yeah, meatballs. Oh, yeah. That's another one. I
it's
think I wrote
just
down.
Kaylee, Grandma?
Yeah, I wrote calculator, walkie-talkie, question mark, because I didn't know what the hell they were using to communicate. And then, how did he not get an Oscar nod / for his performance in Classroom? It was beautiful.
Oh,
Frankie.
Frankie.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely a peak in his performance.
That's the
That one
best
scene was the
spot.
peak
I
of
thought
Frankie Muniz.
Are you talking about all of Frankie Muniz or the best in that movie?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say either. I would say it was the best moment of the movie or the peak of his career.
It's neither. That's what we're going with.
Yeah, it's like 7 scenes of Malcolm in the Middle.
No. Big Fat Liar. This is
Oh, yeah,
everyone's
Malcolm in the
peak.
Middle's way better. No,
After this, Amanda
wrong.
Bynes, I was going to bring this up, just falls flat the rest of her life.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the highest point for everybody in this movie.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti is a hidden comic talent.
That's why he has a wax figure now. Did you know that?
It didn't.
I signed the petition for it.
I
you?
did. Yeah, I did as well.
It's on Facebook.
Neat.
We
Signed
kind
it.
of.
He now has
Then the teacher said the net, and I giggled.
what net?
Just-
The early
the net.
2000s
Yeah, just
internet.
talk about
The net.
The net. I giggled.
Starring Sandra Bullock.
That was the first thing I thought about.
The net.
I'm just
What's your
not
next
to watch
note?
the net.
Oh, okay. I said character development. This has great character development for a kids movie. Frankie Muniz is supposed to be the liar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Right before the plot even starts, we find out that how true that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you go to Paul Giamatti. When he meets Paul Giamatti, more character development of Paul Giamatti. Marty Wolf. You find out exactly who he is in the limo. From there on, you know who this guy is.
Yeah, there's no character development. It's just him being evil.
It develops.
And really super racist.
Is racist?
Wait, who's racist?
Well, that dude he's well, okay.
Oh, Marty Wolf because he keeps
Yeah.
calling him Urkel?
Well, that's not even that part. Well, I guess I wouldn't say racist. I would say, I don't know. I feel like
Treats black people unfairly?
this movie did not age as well as I thought it was going to. We'll keep
I-
touching on that.
I thought the same thing because he fat shames a girl, and I was like, that would not fly.
Yeah, he fat shames a girl. But at the same time, my 5th to last note is bitch got her Twinkie
At the end.
because I was pumped.
All right, so Taron Killam talking when he's pretending to be Amanda Bynes. You didn't lose your shit.
No, I was just like, all right, we're
Yeah, he's.
another scene.
How did you not love that?
Just the audacity.
I was pumped to see Taron Killam in the movie and then not.
He was
For
great.
the rest of the movie.
But I need your skateboard.
Dude, no, that whole scene is just so outrageous. Why would anyone believe? The girl's not even
You know-
that old.
That was. I wrote the ending was outrageous. Because they all of a sudden have this crazy spy technology.
we just
He's like
skipped into the
J
end.
Dog to K Bird. He's like typing in some shit. Looks like a sound mixer.
Oh, yeah.
He's hitting all these buttons. It was an immaculate PowerPoint.
But if we're talking ridiculous lines, that's my next note is the limo driver says, I think we just hit a kid. And he said it with less enthusiasm than I just did.
He does.
I think we just hit a kid.
I think we just.
Life in Hollywood,
And then,
baby.
and then Marty Wolf, he's just like, what?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, cool.
What was it? He says like, "What am I on a taxi here?" He picks the guy up.
And then it was great because I just all of a sudden felt like Mac from Always Sunny watching a movie because Marty Wolf is like, oh, you don't know who I am? Famous Hollywood producer, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, I'm just gonna tell you what I am, so
Char-
I just don't have to even like have the subtlest bits explained to you. You know, it's just-
Character development.
it doesn't develop from there. He just says what he is, blatantly.
Yeah, but then they build on to his personality. See what a dick he is to all his coworkers and this
Yeah,
temp.
he starts as dick and then just becomes more dick.
Yeah, the peak of his dickness is when he rips up fucking the $1 billion man's birthday card for his son.
Yeah.
Little
He's
clown
like,
card.
you can take a break in a day or two when you're dead.
Yes. When you're 42, you dinosaur. That shit was great. It's an asshole.
I would like to note that me and Colin have been quoting this movie since we were about 11.
Yikes. Yikes.
I used to yell quotes from this movie to the kids at Caterpillar daycare.
Originally, Lindsay Lohan was going to be Amanda Bynes.
Really?
I read that
Yeah.
too. I was reading the IMDb trivia.
I mean,
Oh, well.
they both ended up the same, so.
Pretty much. I was thinking, I don't know if Lindsay Lohan could have had the chops.
Yeah.
Also, here's the thing.
She could impersonate Adam Sandler.
Is Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes fucking in this movie?
Oh, there's a great part. Oh, where is that? There, oh, yeah. I didn't know if there was a masturbation joke in this movie or not.
Why?
Because, like, I don't know what it is, but, like, they just woke up in the warehouse. Like, Amanda Bynes is just kind of slowly waking up, and all you hear is just... And it's him with the little ball and paddle.
Oh, yeah! I didn't notice that!
So
Dude, I never picked up on that.
Your first initial thought was Frankie Muniz is whacking it right
How
now.
is it not? It shows her waking up just like...
Dude, I didn't even think about that. That is so
and all I
true.
hear in the back is... That's it.
Dude,
Oh
why did
my
I never...
God.
I never put that together.
No, I
I don't know if that's intentional or not.
I guess
but
because I was such a little kid when I first saw that. I didn't understand.
it seems like a masturbation joke.
Wow, I guess it is. See,
Also-
it's an adult movie.
See, it does age well. It gets better the older you get.
Fat shaming and masturbation.
Yeah.
Wait, so
What
you're
you
telling me you didn't love Whitaker and Fowl? The
What?
movie that
I added that.
the movie that he was directing where Jaleel White plays a cop and his partner's a chicken.
Yeah, I would have rather watched that movie. I was very interested
Dude,
in that. I was
wait,
I was
come
concerned
on,
that they
Urkel.
never went back to that. It's like, this is the best part of the movie.
He's just sitting there with his head cocked.
I'm getting nothing from the chicken.
I love in the red carpet when they're opening the movie and Jaleel White is like all trying to get all the press, and then the chicken walks out, and they all just run away from him, go to the chicken.
Yeah.
The chicken's in a vest and a suit, and he has like a monocle on.
It's playing Burn Baby Bird in the background.
Dude, this has classic jokes.
Oh, I saw that Muniz was rocking the zip-aways for a good amount of the movie.
Oh yeah.
Man. So if he had to
Wait,
run
the
away, he
rip-off
could
pants?
Yeah, he could have easily just
What?
taken the lower part of the
He was
pant
wearing
off.
rip-off pants? the
Not
whole movie?
rip-offs, but they're zip-aways. They're the old schools where there's a zipper that went around here,
Oh, I remember
and
those.
you could take off the pant part. So he could,
Oh wow.
he was thinking if he had to get away.
Yeah. Long pants.
Wait,
Short pants.
you said Frankie Muniz is doing this?
Yeah, he's got the zip-aways.
Oh, I was thinking Amanda Bynes was doing this. That's what I was.
That'd
That'd
be a
have been
little
dope too. Where are we at on
obvious.
time though? We need to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I
All right,
don't know why.
we've knocked out 14 minutes.
No,
Is
Which
there
is
any way
kind of
to-
shocking.
That's
Is there
what
any
I'm
way to
saying.
turn this echo off? This is driving me nuts. My
No, I need
headphones.
that for playback. Cause I'm now the whole time I have to like go like this to make sure it's going right. I
Is
know
there any
it's
way
going.
to just scoot it over behind you or something?
Sounds great.
It's killing me.
All right. Well, I'll just really quickly.
Fine.
I'll just knock out a couple more of my notes. Yeah, $6 million man. Absurd that he showed up. Again, they said that internet crap. I thought that was great. Yeah, he makes. Yeah, he is. Yeah, dude, he makes a Confucius joke to fucking Harold from Harold and Kumar.
Oh, Confucius say easy does it, Skippy.
Castang, you're busted.
That one. Also, Wolf has the worst home security of all time.
Because the kids are just running
Oh,
through
they
his
just
house.
walk through his house.
Yeah, just go right through it.
Growing up, how did we never put blue dye in the sugar mill pool?
I have no idea.
I was watching today, I was like, how in God's name did we do everything else that we did but not put blue dye in the sugar mill pool?
And Sugar Mill is the neighborhood that we grew up in. I
How
think I
did we
should
not do
state that.
God.
Best line of the movie was "Up yours, blue boy."
Oh, and she says, "Eat my boobies,"
Yep.
which is a weird line.
That's a
I
really
thought
strange
that's what
line.
she said. I almost wrote that down, but
she
I
says,
wasn't sure.
"Eat my boobies."
Okay, so listen. You cannot tell me the best scenes of the movie. The best scenes were not the scene where he's in the pool. And he's dancing
he's-
and
Oh,
hungry
yeah,
like the wolf.
that's-
He goes,
that's
hungry! That was the
Is,
best scene.
is "Hungry Like the Wolf" supposed to be playing in the movie, or is that just
Yeah, he hits
background
that
song?
button.
He hits the button and the stereo system on his whole house goes off.
Yeah.
Is that even a thing, or did they just create
That's
that
a real
for
thing.
the movie?
Like movies, like really expensive houses have like intercom systems, and they have like stereos and stuff on them. Now,
And
how
he
he
has-
knew?
but how does he
now,
have Hungry Like the Wolf
How he knew to
preset?
hit the thing and immediately played "Hungry Like the
Yeah.
Wolf"? I have no
I
idea.
just
preset that.
I just imagine that button is only for
Hungry
playing
Like the
the
Wolf.
song "Hungry Like the Wolf." I imagine that he wakes up every morning and gets ready and just smacks that fucking button. And it's just "Hungry Like the Wolf." That's it. That's the only thing that comes on when he smacks that button.
He has a button specifically made for "Hungry Like the Wolf" to play.
That's what I figured because it looks like one of those light switches. That's like
Yeah.
tick, 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 you know, one of them, and he just fucking smacks it. And it's like, all right, "Hungry Like the Wolf."
That's his "Hungry Like the Wolf" button. He
Yeah.
has a button put in for Duran Duran.
Yeah.
Okay, but listen, so that was
That's beautiful.
That scene and the scene where the
I'm
guys
starting to like him more.
picking him up in the helicopter.
Oh, that scene's
Those
great.
are the two best scenes
That
of the movie.
scene's great. It's so epic when that helicopter's just
It's like-
coming in the back.
He's like looking back over
Is
his
that,
shoulder.
is that a spoof from a Bruce Willis action movie? I swear to God, I've seen that exact same scene, but it's Bruce Willis like in a serious movie, like turning around looking at this, and like they were spoofing something.
I mean, it's possible. They're probably just spoofing all of those type shots.
I guess so, but that is a classic scene.
Oh, also, when Marty was giving his speech to, to revamp the movie because the president wasn't. So he comes down the steps and he goes, "Who hasn't told a lie?" All three voices that respond definitely sounded black. Like it's like, "Yeah, man," and one of them's like, "Tell it, dude." I was like, that's weird that those are the only three voices that we heard that said I haven't told. Yeah, that's
Maybe they're
When you
satire
were-
like black church or something.
I
No.
feel like when you were watching this, you were looking for like undertones of like darkness.
Yeah,
you're
you're
like
trying to find
undertones of
something.
racism.
I wasn't looking for that. It was just made.
They're racist. Frankie Muniz is masturbating.
It was just
There's shit
blatantly
going on.
apparent to me. I was no way was looking for it. I was just taking notes down that came to me as I went.
Oh my god.
Oh, what about the shopping scene?
Oh yeah, let's talk about the shopping scene because the song in the background sounds like they made it up on the spot and it's just describing what they're doing.
I can't remember what the song
fun-
was.
Do you
has
wanna
just-
be alone
Oh, yeah.
tonight? Let's run around and
fun-
stay up all night.
The fun has just begun.
The fun has just begun.
It
No.
sounds like Sum 41 mixed with some pop band.
That's
Dude,
that's
you
what
didn't-
happens when you make it up on the spot in the 90s.
when I grew up watching that, all I wanted to do was be them. Running around, seeing the Grinch.
Yeah.
Which is all the apparel in the movie or like all the stuff that they see is all real. Like they have the gorillas from Batman and Robin. They have the Grinch. They have E.T.
Oh, how could I have forgotten about the gorillas from Batman and Robin? What the hell are you talking about?
Just so in
I read that on the trivia thing.
in Batman and Robin, there's henchmen and they're all dressed up as gorillas, like in a carnival or something. I can't remember.
You threw that out like it was like common knowledge, though.
It was Batman and Robin with the nipples,
Yeah,
dude.
They got the nipples.
With the
Did you know that?
With the,
the nipples.
The nipples.
The nipples.
But,
The nipples.
No, but dude, so what would you rate this movie? We're grading on a scale of kids movie.
no, not even a kids movie.
Okay.
This is a film.
I'm not. It's I think it's
Let's
great,
just maybe
even if
let's
you're not
save
a
the
kid.
ratings for right at the end. I still like I said he says Ricky Retardo.
Oh,
He does.
yes, he does. I didn't even noticed
That was before you. That was like when the R word was like, you just say
Shunned.
whatever you want. Like no. Before that was yeah. That was back when.
Yeah, he
He goes,
says
Ricky Retardo! He
Ricky
even yells it.
Retardo.
He yells it.
And he yells at the Asian guy, right?
I
can't
think
remember
he's
who
just
it was
yelling in
at.
general to everybody. Let's go, Ricky Retardo.
But it was, and also I wrote down about the spy system because it's like, okay,
How
what
do
is
they
this?
have this?
What does this happen over like the course of 3 days? They have a whole spy
Yeah.
system
They
set
even,
up.
and they even have pictures of the desert.
Yeah, they have pictures of everyone ready to go.
I don't know. Where were they in that scene? Did they even tell you?
Huh?
Did they even tell you where they are?
That was right
That's
when,
in the warehouse,
That
I
was,
assume.
yeah, that was when Frankie. They had the security guy watching Frankie Muniz with in the warehouse. Before they turned
But
him
no,
around.
but they even use it during the execution of the plan. Like everybody's calling into them. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, he's gone to this person. He's gone to this person. They're like, all right, got it. And she like, yeah, like you said, she looks like she hit some type of looper or something. It's just a bunch of flashing lights for no reason.
They knew kids wouldn't question it.
I did.
This is
Marty
the-
jumps out of the car. They're doing at least 60, we have to assume.
Okay,
Yeah, he does jump out of that
Yeah.
car.
and that's
Jaleel White. Because he's actually freaking out before that about how fast he's going. That's
Yeah.
why he jumps out.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
like, we're going 90. You gotta jump out.
you know what blows.
He's like, go for it, baby.
Yeah, and what blows my mind about that scene is that that's what they predict is going to happen in their mission, is that he'll jump out of a moving car.
Yeah.
That's their prediction. And he's like, oh, now I got him jumped out. He's in the desert. And they're like, now time for phase 4. He dove out.
And that assumed he'd live.
Yeah.
Yes, they got it right.
Also, another great line. Sheep has located the shepherds. Delivered by Mr. Turk. Again.
Did you
best-
know
the
that,
best part of this movie?
Dude.
Did you know the reference to his last name being Wolf, Marty Wolf, and then Jason Shepard is that it's a reference to the boy who cried wolf?
Yeah,
'Cause he was
metaphors,
a liar. Yeah, see, it's really deep, Hunter.
So
it's a really
deep.
deep movie.
So deep. Also, I got super dizzy at the end in the confession scene. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, really? Oh yeah, just fucking say it already.
That was
yeah, I'm gonna say it. I will say it. I
That was
stole
the-
your paper, probably.
The truth is overrated.
Yeah.
That was the cameraman's 13 different camera angles. It had to be done.
Again, also,
See, it's
Marty.
a metaphor.
I don't
It's
know how
true.
he's lived this
Artistic.
long because he's the most oblivious man on the planet.
Oh,
Like,
because
the
they're
kids walk
everywhere.
through his house. He doesn't notice that he's blue until he gets up to his mirror or in the shower.
He's like holding Mr. Funnybones.
That's
Can't see his arms
yeah,
at all.
can't see his arms
He's
at
dancing
all.
with
And
him.
I love how
He
his,
can't see
Eyes
his
just
arms.
closed.
I love how his pants aren't dyed. When he gets dyed blue, he just
Oh, yeah, his
walks out
pants
and
are
his
the regular.
swimming trunks are just the same color.
Oh yeah.
His whole body's blue though.
But see, that's like pointing out Christopher Nolan plot holes.
I thought we were about to go a religious route.
No, you're gonna be open.
That's not the episode.
We're not doing that. That's
Top 5 religions.
but that's like pointing out Christopher Nolan plot holes. Like it's not the point. Plot holes aren't the point of the movie. The plot holes.
It's
the
the heart.
point of the movie is to watch Paul Giamatti act his heart out.
It's the heart, kid.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna finish it
Can I
up.
say, first of all, you keep talking about Donald Faison. You haven't even mentioned his best line in the whole movie,
Was
which I wrote it in my notes. He goes, I got some R-rated dialogue for you, but I'm gonna keep it PG.
Like I said, he's the best part of the movie.
The best part of it, his best line is best scene is when he starts freaking out and crying. He's grabbing him.
Oh yeah,
It's just
Yeah.
going hysterical.
he does actually.
I wrote down would have been greatest movie ever if there was no cushion to catch him. If Frankie Muniz was just jumped off the building at the end, masterpiece of film.
He just died.
Yeah,
just splat.
just splat.
It turns out that they had it planned out, but his production
Oh
crew
my
is so
God.
shitty.
Can you imagine what the parents are just sitting there? Why didn't we listen?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, imagine there was actually a reason that Paul Giamatti, that Marty Wolf, was mad all the time because his production crew sucks, and they just forgotten to put the cushion out for him.
Yep.
And it's all big metaphor. It's like
it would have been great.
Oh my
Paul
Also, like I
Giamatti.
said,
Yeah, Marty Wolf was right.
Turk ended up getting the lead, so that
Oh yeah,
boosted it up for me.
that's what I'm saying.
And also, as I wrote down, a Hollywood blockbuster starring 2 black people. And I'm not sure why I wrote that. I think I was just more surprised that since this movie had thrown out terms like Confucius and Ricky Retardo, they actually put 2 black leads in the movie at the
What
end.
word is that?
Hmm?
What word is that?
What word?
When you're just pointing at.
That is people.
Yeah, people.
I
Black
don't know
people.
why.
It's
Yeah,
just-
black
you're just-
people. Also, I wondered how many tickets did he get because he even invited his teacher.
That's true.
This is a Hollywood premiere, and he
And
got
he
like
didn't like-
6 seats.
He didn't even like her.
Yeah, he wasn't a fan.
Yeah, they weren't even friends.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well,
Everybody can change. If you've ever seen Rocky 4.
we're at 20. We're almost at 25 minutes.
All right. Well, rating time,
So,
I guess. I
I'm
want to
gonna
hear
say-
you guys' ratings first.
Where would you even put? Where would you put this on the comedy scale of movies?
Are we talking about all comedies or?
I'm talking about all. That's what this is about.
I just didn't know if it was just like if you're doing like kids movie comedy or all
No,
comedy.
we're analyzing this as a film from start to finish,
Okay.
as a masterpiece.
But the thing is, though, because it's aimed towards kids, I feel like you have to.
But
I
Paul
don't know.
Giamatti doesn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, everybody else. That's the thing. Is like the best scenes are with Paul Giamatti, Turk, and Julia White. Those are all the
See,
best
have you
scenes.
seen C Spot Run?
Yeah, I love
That's
that
how
movie.
you do a children's movie, right?
I love
there.
that movie.
Spot Run.
I have that on IMDb as 10 out of 10. I love that movie.
Of course you do.
I haven't seen it in like 10 years though. I just remember I loved it when I was a kid.
Remember when he has his balls ripped out and he's walking and he's hear the click of his fake balls?
Yep.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I want to rewatch it.
Who
'Cause I
puts
wanna see-
fake clicking balls in?
Do you actually like that movie?
I remember liking it, but again, I probably haven't seen it since I was 10.
But yeah, the best scenes in the movie are Paul Giamatti, Turk, and Julia White. And the worst parts are with the kids because you just can't believe any stuff that they're doing.
Frankie Muniz does a good job.
I mean,
I'd say.
he doesn't do a bad job acting, but like, just the plot line is so absurd. All the stuff he's getting away
it
with.
inspired me my whole life.
They do promote creativity and like you can do whatever you want, put your mind to it, which is a good message for
yeah,
kids.
but it's also he lied the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like,
He does lie a lot.
we're talking about
But he
character
learned something. He
development.
learned something by the end.
he did at the,
truth-
very
The
end.
truth.
The truth is not overrated.
It's not overrated.
But it's really just like he went line. Learn something.
Isn't he a
That's
little
it.
better?
Well,
now?
they made a sequel, and I haven't seen it yet.
Did they really?
They really did this
No,
year.
they
It
didn't.
came out. This called Bigger, Fatter, Liar.
No, it didn't.
I
It's
swear to
kind
God,
of
it's
a
on
soft
Netflix.
re-
I was trying to figure out how to watch it.
It's kind of a soft reboot.
It looks scary, dude.
Yeah.
They have the guy
The
painted
guy
white.
is
Looks
ridiculously
like
stupid.
fucking like a juggalo. By the end
Oh,
of
I'd
the
watch
thing.
that then.
See, but that's how we'll know how far his character is developed. Because you don't get to see the post.
Oh,
how much he learned.
And all right, one more note before we close it out. I put how much Giamatti gives to this movie, and then put in parentheses just with his eyebrows.
Yeah, just when he's looking over his shoulder with the helicopter.
His eyebrows should win an Oscar.
And then when he looks over, he's in the convertible, and he looks over, and it's Frankie Muniz in the car, and he just starts going off, which is great. Yeah,
Is this one of the greatest comedies ever to exist?
It's not. I swear to God, if one of you put it in your top 5, or both of you did, you're wrong.
How many times did you laugh in this movie?
Yeah, more
How
times.
many times did
Honestly,
you
I'll say
actually-
I laughed a decent amount, but half of those were
the absurdity?
at it more than with it.
How many times did you
still
laugh
laugh.
with it, though? What'd you say?
I don't know how much time was Turk in the movie for.
You don't laugh with the Julia White
Oh wow.
stuff?
Not really.
You don't laugh with any of the Paul Giamatti stuff?
I laughed at some of the Giamatti stuff, but most of the time, just like he's still yelling.
Colin, is this one of the greatest comedies?
Oh,
Alright, so I would say it's one of my favorite comedies.
It's one of your favorites.
It's one of my favorites.
I thought that's what the top 5 list we were doing.
Yeah, it is. But this
It is.
Yeah, we're just talking about the movie. I would say
And don't list it. We're just saying.
just list it. I mean,
Don't
no, I'm not
list
going to list it. No. I would just say it's one of my favorite comedies. But if you didn't grow up on it, I feel like you have to appreciate Paul Giamatti, just his performance in it. But overall, as a movie, I don't know how much
I would say.
you could say it's one of the best kids comedies for sure.
I would say, I've never met anyone who didn't like it. I've never met a person who does not like this movie.
So you just haven't met a lot of people that've seen this movie.
Everyone that I'm close with has seen this movie, and they enjoy it. And they enjoy watching it with me.
Do they just say that to you to
Probably.
make you
They
feel
probably. They probably.
And you just go to his house and Evan's just like, "You want a big fat liar tonight?" Just like, "Oh yeah, I guess."
Well, I think we can at least all agree that that's great.
But
Or at least it's not a waste of time to watch.
you
you can
enjoyed
give me
it
that.
somewhat. Was your overall experience enjoyable? Regardless if you're laughing.
I knew it was going to be enjoyable because I would get this out of it.
Regardless of what why
Did
you
you
were
hate
laughing.
watching it?
I didn't hate watching it, but I didn't enjoy it.
Right now, I'm just on the video. I'm just gonna put a staple of approval right on your face.
Wait, so you can't.
No.
So even though you're mostly laughing at it, you didn't enjoy the experience of watching it.
Not a whole lot.
Damn it, Hunter.
Alright, well,
We thought you were gonna learn something by rewatching this movie.
Yeah. Well,
I did learn something.
this
Dog eat dog.
I liked it less than the first time.
I don't think we
apparently.
even mentioned.
They got cats eating cats. They got fish munching fish.
I don't even
Okay.
think we established this, but this was my pick. I picked this
Yeah.
movie.
Shocker.
So then so next it'll be you. But I picked Big Fat Liar to watch and review for everybody. So I did think that you might get a new appreciation for it.
Just three guys
And
out
I-
here discussing Biffle.
And I thought
Amongst
you would.
the greatest
I
comedies.
thought I might get you angry, and if I knew if that didn't get you angry, our top 5 comedies were, which
Top
brings us
good.
to the next transition.
Top
Good.
5 of the week.
Which
Couple
brings us to the
notes.
next transition. We are now going to do our top 5 list for this episode, which
Who's
is
taking notes on right now?
Just taking notes.
which is top 5 comedies of all time. Let's talk about movies. And then explain why, or are we just gonna like announce them, like go back and forth and then talk about it?
I say yeah. I say you announce it, and then only if we really feel like interjecting, interject. If it's somewhat passable.
Okay, yeah, let's just. Okay.
'Cause I feel like me
let's
and,
just
I feel like
yeah,
me and
let's go
Hunter are
ahead.
gonna be a lot
go
more on
ahead.
board on this than you are.
I feel like
A lot more
I only
together.
have one that you could possibly interject on. That's the thing.
So,
I feel like I'm gonna interject on all
Number
of yours.
number 5 is a tie unless I can't do that. And I'll just
You can't do that.
I don't really like it. But I mean, I guess we could throw honorable mentions
a
out if we
tie?
got an extra.
Okay, well then I'll do an honorable
Alright,
mention with
okay.
my number 5.
Okay,
Okay.
that was I mentioned too. I forgot mine.
Okay, number 5 is Dumb and Dumber, with
That's-
an honorable
yeah, that's- I
with an
guess
honorable
that's
mention,
okay.
which almost took it.
We're doing honorable mentions at the end.
Can I just throw it in there with it really quick?
Oh God, yeah, you're ruining the whole formula. See, this is supposed to be
Let me
smooth
just throw it
and
in.
crisp.
I hope you're real good at editing because
My-
you just blown this.
All right, go back.
No,
Yeah,
no,
what's
no,
your
no.
honorable mention?
What?
What's your honorable mention? Just
All
say
right,
it.
number 5, Dumb and Dumber, because there's such a close tie. Number 5, because originally it was this one.
Are you gonna say the movie?
Yeah, for the love of God, just spit it out. You're scaring me.
Okay, my honorable mention's Uncle Buck, and it was
Okay. Oh, yeah,
and I
that's-
argued between both of those
Oh, that's
like
up there
for
for me,
such
too.
a long time.
That
Uncle
shit's
Buck and
up.
Dumb and Dumber, but Dumb and Dumber takes number 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I had 5 that I was.
Are we all doing our 5 first? That we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we all agree on Dumb and Dumber.
All right.
It's
Yeah,
a classic.
That's a good.
The
I mean,
Farley
that's
brothers.
passable.
It's
I
Jim.
don't get mad at you for that.
All right. Well, here it comes. Tommy Boy,
Oh my.
number 5.
How can you?
I had it. It was between that and the other guys, man. And honestly, it was like I was gonna make the argument.
Did you
for the
put
other
Tommy
guys.
Boy over the other guys?
I was gonna argue the other
What?
guys because of quotability, and I've quoted Tommy Boy my whole life.
You put that.
Give me a Time Boy quote.
Give you a time just quote.
Yeah, just throw one at me.
He's like, all right. Oh fuck.
If you put another Will Ferrell movie
'Cause I'm on
over
the
top
spot.
of the other guys, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, I did.
I'm gonna kill you.
I did, but I can
That
absolutely
is
make an argument.
easily
for that.
his best Will Ferrell best
All
movie.
right, well, Colin, throw us your 5.
Oh my God.
Throw it at us.
5, Anchorman 2,
Stupid.
Anchorman.
because
2.
it is just a better version of the first one. It's got
Okay.
more of the same humor than the first one does. People just cling to the Anchorman 1 because it's a cult classic, but Anchorman 2 is a more evolved Anchorman.
I do agree Anchorman 2 is better than Anchorman 1.
It's wrong.
I do agree with that. But it's not neither.
I love how the first part of this went so smooth, and now I'm just mad.
Neither of them are top 5.
I don't even remember what your 5 was anymore. I was gonna go with the ketchup flavored popsicle line from Tommy Boy or the Magellan one. I got them all now, but now it's going past.
This is
it.
Dumb and Dumber.
And he went Dumb and Dumber. God,
Dumb and
Anchorman
Dumber's
2.
good.
Dumber, that makes
Anchorman
sense.
2.
That
What are we gonna
doesn't.
say?
No,
Yes, it
I
doesn't.
wouldn't put those in the top 5. But Anchorman 2 is better than Anchorman 1.
It's not.
It's just so much. It's so epic. It's like such a grander scope. Just the
it's just
scene
a
alone where
bigger,
they're all
better
fighting.
Anchorman.
It's a great experience.
Yeah, and Brick is amazing in that one. They just really beef up Brick in that one.
All right.
They do too much.
Number 4. My number 4 is Napoleon Dynamite.
See, that made it into my top 10, but not top 5.
What?
But man, that's like number 6 or something.
Number 4
I
is
can't even see that in the top 10.
Number 4 is
Dude,
Napoleon
I
Dynamite.
love that movie. That and Ferris
The
Bueller.
quotability,
are fantastic.
the quotability of Napoleon Dynamite is almost line for line.
Oh man, but do you like Uncle Buck? Yeah, it is. It really is.
Almost line for line. Dude, Rex Kwon Do is one of the greatest characters in comedies.
It's a lot
ever.
of fun. But
It's
I don't-
also just the most realistic movie ever. It's so realistic. I feel like.
I can't see that as top
Well,
5.
it's a-
but
What I love is the character study of a I don't see a lot of comedies, but that's just a character study of like a dude. Which is, this whole movie is just on
And
Napoleon Dynamite's life and how it just sucks.
And he's not like a spectacular guy. He's like he's like playing D&D in the
quite-
lunch table at high school wearing a
Quite the
fedora or
opposite
something,
of
like
a
that kind of
spectacular
group of
guy.
people.
Drawing lagers all day. And the dance scene at the end,
He's borderline like
that movie is
I don't
straight
say this
hilarious.
in a negative way. I'm saying like he's like so weird that he's like almost autistic, but like you love his character so much that you almost don't even notice it throughout the
He's
movie.
over it. We're going to Hunter's number 4.
That made it. That made it in there, but not top
All right,
5.
what's your number 4?
Airplane.
Airplane.
I haven't seen it.
Fantastic. It takes a joke literally any spot it can get it at.
That's true. It is great.
It is, and they're just all dumb. It is just dumb joke after dumb joke. And I
Airplane's
love
great.
That's the
every
Don't
minute of
Call Me Shirley movie, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've only
And
seen
that's
it
just
once.
the best line of them using that tactic of like somebody will just be like, you have to and tell me this, and they'll literally just tell it right back to
Yeah.
them type line. Like they use that probably 4 times in the movie and it hits every single time.
It is good. I might put, as far as classes go, Blazing Saddles over top of it.
It's almost like I did, but we'll get to that.
Colin, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Superbad because I think it's the best of like Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, that crew of people of movies. And
Yeah,
wasn't it like Seth Rogen's writing debut or something for a movie?
They wrote it in high school.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Oh, it's a
And,
great one. Again,
it's
Someone
a
else.
super accurate depiction of like modern teenage high schools, I think, and like the way they talk and just everything about it is just like perfect. The only stuff that's not believable is like the Bill Hader and Seth Rogen characters, but like everything else is super believable. And dude, it's just so funny.
The thing about
It's
that-
amazing.
You wouldn't have 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street without Superbad.
Yeah.
That literally
It's
made
like
a
a-
whole new like A-list comedy.
Yeah, it's like a
people,
generation of comedy. It's
which
like the first
is
one.
why you give it that. And that was on my argue list for top 5, but I didn't put it on there.
Yeah, I love that movie.
What I did put on there.
I changed mine so many times. Like when I was doing it in my head,
love
I
Superman.
changed it so many times.
Okay, so what I did put on there for number 3.
Oh God, I knew I told me one was gonna make me mad.
Stupid.
For number 3, and this might be cheating, but I put number
It is.
3 as the Jackass trilogy.
What? Out of your top 5 comedies of all time,
The
you put
Jackass trilogy
Jackass.
goes as number 3 for me.
I honestly don't hate that. I don't know. I don't know
What?
about number 3.
Yeah, dude,
But
that
I
is
don't hate it.
insane.
Okay, but no, I was thinking about watchability of the Jackass movies. I've never watched, like, I can watch that literally any of them, anytime, and laugh just as hard, no matter where I am at or
See, but
anywhere.
that's the thing though. Is I feel like that's why I wouldn't put like a Napoleon Dynamite even in my top 10, because I would put that in the top 10 way before I put that, because I feel like both those movies' main argument is like rewatchability.
I can rewatch Napoleon Dynamite a lot.
Yeah, I can watch that any time of the day. I love that movie.
I
But-
can watch the .5s of the Jackass movies and still not laugh.
Well, that's what I mean. Jackass trilogy is hilarious because it's so real, and the friendship between them is so great.
I mean, I think that they're great, but
You could put them on right now and laugh your ass off.
Yeah,
true.
but oh man, it's just weird because it's almost like it's like a TV show, but it's a really long episode of it.
No, you went to the theaters
You know what I
and
mean?
you watched it.
Yeah, no, but like it's like a show. You're watching like a TV show. Like there's not characters.
man.
It's just them.
The
I mean,
you know?
I feel like it just doesn't it doesn't fit into your perfect idea of like a comedy, but it's
Yeah, it's just it's
still
like a,
it
it
works.
counts.
Like I didn't even think about that. I
Yeah.
like that one.
oh, man. I can't say top 5. Maybe top.
We made a
lower
video
end, top
inspired
10.
by that, by
Yeah, I
the
know,
Jackass
I know.
movies.
Oh, I did too. Everyone did.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone did something.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
man,
It might not be for the world, but that's definitely one of the biggest American comedies.
I mean,
of
they're
all
great.
time.
I love them. I love all of them. I think the second one was the best one, probably. But
All right, I'm just gonna
Oh, yeah.
roll
Hit your number
through
3.
mine because this is gonna be quick because I have Superbad at number 3.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
See, here we go.
So.
Good.
Superbad's definitely arguable.
That's a great movie.
I died laughing. I couldn't even hear like the last 10 minutes of the movie because my mom was dying laughing in my ear.
One of my favorite lines
has
of that
great
movie.
watchability.
One of my favorite moments of the movie that just depicts like that being that age in like middle school and stuff is when they're going to spend the night at Michael Cera's house and he asks him if his mom still has bagel bites.
Oh, yeah.
God, that's so funny.
Well, that just brought me back to like spending the night like
Yeah, just like
my
you
friend's
just,
house.
It's just so accurate. Like
It is
Yeah.
very.
you had like a food that you ate at your friend's house, you know, like all the time,
Yeah,
and just staying the night. I don't know. It's just that line's great.
it is. All right, you're
Yeah,
up.
what's your number 3?
All right, my number 3 is Borat. That movie. Every time I watch it, I forget at how hard I laugh when I watch that movie.
That's just like Jackass, though.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is, but
Yeah.
oh man,
I mean, it literally is because that was a sketch on
Yeah.
Ali
Except
G.
it's just one bit.
yeah, it's just one guy, one bit. Yeah, I guess it is.
So you can't go at me against Jackass if
I
you
know, but I
have
just think
Borat
Borat's so much
as your
better.
number
3.
3.
I just think Borat's a lot
Borat's
better
number
than those
3.
movies. But
So wait, you
also,
had,
dude, he got arrested 54 times filming
I
that
know.
movie. He stuffs Pamela Anderson in a bag and makes it to the parking lot with her in it.
so wait, you have you have Anchorman 2, Superbad, and Borat.
Yeah.
Yours are so current.
I know, but see, I haven't seen Airplane, and it's gonna not be so current here in a second.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I already knew. I feel like that's on both of your lists. Yeah. I already know what movie it is. It's okay. We'll
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
that.
So-
We'll get there.
Yeah,
so-
we'll get there.
But like, I haven't seen a lot of them, and I didn't grow up on a lot of them. Like, I didn't grow up in Blazing Saddles. I've only seen it once, and I saw it like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and that's
I
if
haven't
I
seen
grew
it.
up on it, they probably would make top 5.
Yeah, I think if I'd grown up on those movies, they'd probably make it a lot higher on my list. But because I still love Blazing Saddles, I think it's an amazing comedy.
If we were doing
but-
like top 5 comedy directors, which we might do later on, Mel Brooks would be top 5.
He's number 1.
Yeah, he's
Number 1.
He's number 1.
Okay, this isn't the argument.
He's up
right? We
there.
can't do this right now.
No, he's
very,
number one.
at the very least, he's up there.
All right, just real quick because I have to. I don't care if it's an extra minute. He is literally anytime he parodied a genre, that genre died. Like
Star
that's how
Wars
good
is
at
still
comedy
alive.
he was. Like but he shut down like
It's
he
barely
made
alive.
all those he made all those movies
Yeah.
look like just campy.
Yeah.
I mean, Star Wars is still great, but I mean, he pointed out all the little, extra. I mean, he's just a genius. That's
Mel
number one.
Brooks
Whatever.
is number 1.
He's number 1 comedy. How can you
I
even?
honestly don't know enough about comedy
How can
directors.
you even say anything? Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, Robin Hood Men in Tights,
Dude, but you could argue Judd Apatow.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, you could. I say Judd Apatow and Adam McKay are probably up there too.
John Hughes. You
Yeah,
could argue
John
him.
Hughes for sure is up there too.
But he kind of does the same thing. Everyone, like...
Yeah, rich white kids.
But if you're talking about just straight
Rich white
comedy,
teenagers.
like John Hughes is still a great director, but as far as a comedy director, Mel Brooks is the only
Who directs
answer to that question.
the Monty Python
Well,
movies?
We're going so off track.
Yeah,
we
we're
can't do
gonna keep
this.
going.
We
Go
can't
back
do
to yours.
this.
What's yours? What? I don't even know what number we're on anymore.
Number 2. All right.
Jesus,
So this is-
I hate that you have to do that before everyone.
Yeah, you're
goes.
making me nervous.
Number 2. This
I'm
is
ready to get
favorite.
mad.
This is for me quotability, and this is for what makes me laugh.
Is this one that's gonna make me mad, or it wasn't Jackass?
I thought Jackass was really going to turn some heads.
I didn't hate it.
All right, so number 2 is Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Oh my god.
That movie is
Top
so
5?
funny to me.
So you have 2
Everything-
Jim Carrey movies in your top 5.
Jim Carrey's my number 1 for like
Okay.
comedy actor, easy. But just how whack, because that's like the most Jim Carrey I think Jim Carrey is in any movie. Like he really just goes.
I feel like that's why I put Tommy
150%.
Boy on there because that's the best of David Spade and Chris
It's
Farley.
definitely dude.
It is.
The best Chris Farley scene ever is in Billy Madison when he's driving the bus.
That is true.
Nothing tops that. That is one of the best movie
And I'll
scenes.
tell
in
you,
history.
I've seen Black Sheep more than I've seen Tommy Boy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't even know
Just
why I
for
brought
Gary,
it back up. I hate both of you.
just for Gary Busey
I
alone.
hate both of you.
Yeah, Gary Busey
Go
in
back
a
to your
comedy.
whatever. What movie were you talking
so
about?
Ace Ventura: Nature Calls.
That one.
Every scene is hysterical. Like when the Slinky's going down the stairs, and when he's climbing through the rhino's asshole.
Oh, classic piece of cinema. And inspired later remakes
is.
of the scene by Sacha Baron Cohen in that terrible Brothers Grimsby movie.
Oh man, that movie was god.
I heard
They
about
decided
that.
to
Oh my
climb into an
Lord.
elephant's vagina.
That's
So,
what I mean.
Thank you for giving
It's
us
influencing comedy forever.
No,
Stuff to
I see.
call
I
it
think it's a
comedy.
great movie, but I think it's not even. I think Dumb and Dumber is clearly Jim Carrey's best movie, like by a long shot.
It's a better.
It's his best movie.
You could argue it's a better movie, but it's not a better Jim Carrey.
I think it's funnier. It's
I
much
think
funnier,
It's not his best role.
and it's more clever. Like
It's his
everything
best
is
movie.
better. It's amazing with the
When
movie.
Nature Calls
It's his best movie.
makes me laugh more than any of these movies. I can watch that and
I mean,
be
I love
dead
it, but
right now.
I like it better than the first Ace Ventura, even though I still like that one too. But top 5, top 2, number 2.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's outrageous.
When Nature Calls.
Get ready for this
What's
one
your
then,
number
because
two?
my number 2 is the original Anchorman, the better one.
You put that as
That's
the
number
second
2.
best.
Oh my God,
Oh my
yes.
god, and you put. They didn't put the other guys.
Anchorman. I don't even understand how you two argue that the second one is better.
I don't
It's
even think-
literally just like, if you know how improv works, they're just like, all right, when you make a really solid joke in the first one, you got to try and amp it up. But if you've ever done improv, that second amped up scene very rarely actually hits as hard as the first.
But that's why it's so good, because it actually does hit
It
better.
doesn't though.
That's why, and the
It-
jokes are more clever. There's a lot more setup and payoff
Is
for
it?
it.
Are they more clever?
Yes.
It's just a bunch of blind jokes when he's sitting in a lighthouse for 30 minutes.
Elf is better than Anchorman.
Oh,
That is one of my favorite Wolf Trap movies, but it's not.
Elf is better
But
than
Anchorman is definitely better than Elf. You just love Miles Finch.
I'd rather.
I'm
watch
sorry,
Elf.
the Miles Finch.
I'd rather watch it. Elf. The other guys is better. Anchorman
No.
2 is better.
Anchorman 2.
First
is
Anchorman might go number 4 or 5 for Will Ferrell movies.
I just remember that when I watched Anchorman 2 in theaters, I was.
I like Stranger
I
Than
was
Fiction better than
laughing.
Anchorman.
Oh my god.
That's
What? Stranger Than Fiction. Dude, we. I turned off Stranger Than Fiction 3 times and then finally finished it. It was actually pretty good. I know, it turned strange.
It's
turned
great.
events.
yeah. It's
It
like,
was really bad the first 30 minutes.
life
or so,
is
though.
really is stranger than fiction. I hate you.
it's better than Anchorman.
But anyways, yeah, Anchorman 2 is better.
Yeah,
it's better. So you know.
Stupid. You're dumb. You're just dumb people.
He's playing that flute while he skate on the ice skates.
Yeah, he plays the flute in the jazz club, and that's the good scene. And then they're like, "Hey, let's do crazy stuff."
And he plays.
Oh, hey,
something-
this battle scene worked really well. What's that? Aliens and ghosts.
They have Jack Lime. Jack Lime's his arch
Jack
rival.
How many cameos
Jack
can
Lemmon.
we fit in this?
That scene was great.
And then
They
they had the
beefed
most,
up the ending
the
scene.
most like weird people, like Kirsten Dunst. Why would you get her?
Exactly.
Yeah, but then,
That's the point
That's
I'm
what's
proving.
so. That's,
I forgot about. I always
that's what's so
forget how many
funny
cameos
about that.
That scene's crazy.
Oh, what's your number 2 then? The top. Oh, there's
Oh, where am
Anchorman.
I? Hello?
Stupid.
We're doing the honorable mentions last, right?
Yes.
You already did yours though.
He
Oh,
did
he did
his.
mine,
I
okay.
mean, I guess we're squeezing them in whenever.
All right. Number 2 is the Holy Grail. I
Surprised that wasn't number 1 for you.
if I was to make
Yeah.
if I was to make
Oh, God, I
a
know
greatest
what number
comedy
one is.
list of all time, like it was like the most impacted and like kind of everyone just loves that movie and how clever it just like the overall just best comedy ever made. I would say it's that movie, but my favorite is not that one. It's my second favorite. Because this is personal favorites, and I can't say that movie makes me
I'm
laugh
not saying
harder.
you can't make an argument for it.
I'm
but
not saying
it
that-
just goes back to that thing of like I didn't grow up on it as hard. So,
Yeah. It's just that it's not that my next movie is better. It's just that this other movie makes me laugh harder than that one. So that's my. That's
I already
my-
know what your number one is.
Yeah, I know. Everyone knows what it is. We all know.
It's very offending to me.
It's not fun.
It's messed up. Well, my number one for the greatest of all time, I think it's the greatest and my favorite, is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And this is excluding Big Fat Liar, because that'll always be number one for everybody. I even wrote that as number 0, because it lives in limbo as the greatest and untouchable comedy.
It's the GOAT argument. It's the.
Yeah, greatest of all time. Number one, but if we're talking about number one, it's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Every joke lands fantastically. They're all just like having. What's so great about the movie is the jokes are landing so great, and you can tell that everyone's just having a great time doing it too. Like everyone's having fun making that movie.
I just love how the cast is like.
And none of it
it's
makes
like
sense.
8 people, and they just keep
Yeah,
rotating.
and even from the moment the credits roll, they start with jokes. Because remember the credits guy gets like kidnapped, and then they just like hire a new person who has epilepsy moments, just shooting all these lights and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just I feel like it's another airplane type movie where they're just getting jokes in wherever they can.
Wherever they
like
can.
they don't care how silly it
Yeah,
is.
it's like
fantastic.
it's like the British like Mel Brooks style comedy.
Yeah.
It's number one. Which
I'm surprised you didn't have Blazing Saddles in your top 5.
it would be if I watched it more than these, but I've watched these more, and I guess they're closer to my heart.
And I've watched Blazing Saddles more, and that's why it's my number one. Because it is fantastic. I almost wrote that in my notes. I didn't know how to phrase it, but I was like, somehow Blazing Saddles like aged so much more than Big Fat Liar. It's like the racist jokes in Blazing Saddles is like, oh, that was a different time.
You know,
Big Fat Liar, it's like, this was made in 2003.
You know what needs to happen? More time needs to pass, so that Big Fat Liar will be in the same like time frame that Blazing Saddles is right now. And once it reaches that same time frame, it's going to be seen as like the greatest comedy to ever live.
I wonder how popular that movie is out of our circle.
I don't think it's very popular.
I'll answer that for you real quick. It's not.
I think it's like you know how you have those like movies you saw as a kid, and then you completely forget they exist, and none of your friends ever talk about them, and then you see them again on TV one day, like, oh yeah, I can remember that.
That's how it is for everyone
Like,
else.
I think Big Fat Liar is like on the top end of that. Like I don't think it's like something like I don't know, like.
I don't understand the scale that you've created.
Yeah, I don't know if it's making sense, but it's much
No,
sense in my head.
It's like
It's not.
I feel like the lowest end of like those like on the Fringe movies is like Snow Day. Like everyone forgets that movie existed, and on that kind of like movie, Big Fat Liar's like. On
what's
the
funny is
higher
we
end of
watch
that.
Snow Day all the
Yeah,
time.
we did. We loved it, but I know that nobody knows that movie.
So basically, we watched a bunch of kids movies all the time that no
No,
one
for
else
sure.
watched.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and throw yours out. Your
Oh
number
yeah,
one.
it's the other guys.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that movie. I think it's also the most underrated comedy of all time.
the most underrated comedy
Yeah,
of
'cause
all
I think
time.
everyone forgets. Like that's like a really
I
big
feel like
Will
the
Ferrell
most
movie.
underrated and one of my honorable mentions was Walk Hard.
That's my
Dude,
that's my
I
honorable
had
mention
that-
too.
I had
That's
that
also my
num-
honorable mention.
like number 6 or 7.
Yeah, that movie is also of the like top underrated ones. But I think the other guys is the most underrated comedy because everyone's kind of seen it, but it's like everyone just forgot about it.
Yeah, and I have a list of honorable mentions. If you want to hear all those, we're throwing those out.
Yeah, we'll go around one more time and don't. I mean, how many do you have?
Oh shoot, I have a lot.
Just try to list it.
These are the
Don't
ones that I was
just do
arguing.
5.
Once again,
Just do 5.
I had Borat that I was gonna do. I had Walk Hard. I even had the Home Alone movies.
I love those movies
Because they're
but
they're
still.
just so rewatchable, and Joe Pesci's his performance is in my top 5 favorite comedic
can I just
performances.
mention real quick? He does all that in an hour. Actually, he does it in less than an hour.
Who?
Oh, sets it up.
Yeah, he sets up the whole thing in under
Oh,
an
yeah.
hour. That includes drawing that big
Oh,
plan.
Kevin.
The blueprint.
Have you seen that
That
meme?
includes drawing that plan.
Have you seen the meme? It's like when Predator or Kevin, and then the top
Kevin's gonna be there.
comment says how much prep time Kevin getting.
Yeah, because if he has an hour, he's
He
good.
gets an
Because
hour, it's over.
like he sits down to eat, and it's like 8:57. He's made a bowl of mac and cheese.
He's got a carb load.
Dude, you know what pisses me off is he
He
doesn't
doesn't
get to eat it.
Doesn't even eat it.
And his looks so good.
It's because it's all that stupid presentation. Just
ever
like,
watch
why
that?
are you talking to this guy in the church, Kevin? You know they're coming at 9.
I know. How is he that chill?
Yeah, that scene's creepy now. Like, watch that movie again because it's kind
Which
of
scene?
odd.
How
It's
is
just
he
like,
so relaxed?
just like they are having. If like, imagine being a dude in like 2 pews back, and just hearing this old dude and this like 10-year-old just contemplating life.
Yeah.
What?
And it's a Catholic church, I believe. It looks very Catholic. Like they
Very
touch kids. In
spiritual
that,
looking.
they've touched
It's
kids. in that
definitely
place.
ornate.
Yeah. I had Pineapple Express.
Also,
I haven't seen that. Yet, man.
And How the Grinch Stole Christmas. All argued.
I love the Grinch, but it's not up there for me.
Well, I didn't put him in.
But I love.
Yeah, I also had Pineapple Express, Happy Gilmore. Absolutely love it.
I thought about throwing Billy Madison in the mix, but I didn't.
The Waterboy is my favorite of those 3.
I had Major Pain.
Major Pain.
I love that movie.
Major Pain.
I've forgotten about that movie until you
Dude,
just.
that movie-
What, you
I
can
was
throw the
like,
you can throw the Wild West in there too.
Huh?
Wow, you can throw the Wild Wild West in there.
That you're confusing
With Will Smith?
Wayne's with Will Smith.
What?
That's not Will Smith in Major Pain.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm saying it's such an off the wall movie. But you're also gonna throw this other off the wall movie in there.
I don't feel like it's off the wall. It's a great comedy.
Major Pain.
Major Pain. That's like I feel like that's more of like a. Was that in theaters or a TV comedy?
What? No, that was definitely in theaters.
Really?
It was a
That
hit.
movie does not seem like it's a hit to me.
Oh, it's
I
a
don't
hit.
think
That's
it's.
like
I think
putting-
it's in your head.
That's like
Oh,
putting
that's a hit.
Deuce. What a Deuce Bigelow.
You know what? I could go around and ask people, have you seen Major Pain or Biffle? Guess what?
That's a good point.
95% of them people are going to be like, yeah, Major Pain was cool. And
Yeah,
they're like,
and-
what's Biffle?
Definitely in Amherst,
Why are
Virginia.
you trying to say a word
That's
and
like
it's not finishing?
That's like saying
or-
Joe
Yeah, but-
Dirt's
yeah,
in
but
top
that's-
5 or in your top 10.
Yeah. That's what I was. Yeah.
Joe Dirt is a great comedy.
God
That's why I said the
bless.
Wild Wild West because it's just such a weird.
Wild Wild
movie.
West is way more off the wall because that's like when somebody gets signed on for a 3-movie contract, they know the first one's going to be really funny,
Yeah.
the second one's going to be really clinging,
Yeah.
and the third one's just I just had to get paid.
I think your view of what Major Pain is to the rest of the world is very
I
askew.
doubt it. I doubt it.
It's like what we think Biffle is. No, we're realistic about what it is.
I don't think
But
you
we
are.
just love it.
Biffle. No, Biffle's a classic. For sure. And it's a good time for anybody.
I mean, if it's on TV, I'm gonna stop on my channel.
What are your honorable mentions?
Yeah, what were you arguing?
I didn't write them down, but my honorable mentions would be Napoleon Dynamite, Ferris Bueller.
I have Ferris Bueller.
Those are my two. I did just my feel good movies. I just feel.
That's
so
what I'm
good
saying.
watching
I feel like those are just.
them.
It's not.
But they're funny.
They're
though.
funny, but it's just not as like.
It's just a different style of comedy.
It's just like a
it's
more
kinda like-
lighthearted comedy.
Ferris Bueller, you're not really laughing throughout the whole thing. You're just kind of smiling throughout the whole thing.
Uncle Buck.
Uncle
love
Buck
that
was
movie. I haven't
seen
almost
Uncle Buck in
5.
so long.
Yeah, and Walk Hard. That was my number one honorable mention. 'Cause that movie is amazing.
It's great.
I
mean, I had the other guys on
1.
the list
Anchorman
as
1 would
well.
have definitely been on there.
They were there. It
Anchorman
just
1.
didn't happen.
I'm trying to think. What else? Do I have any other major comedies? Oh, Blazing Saddles will be up there too.
Most
Sure.
definitely.
All right, well,
Any of the Mel Brooks movies.
make sure to dislike and unsubscribe.
If you did
I'm
subscribe, as soon as you saw this, unsubscribe.
And
Just get out of here.
all 3 Biffle.
I'm not gonna do that.
On 3.
I'm in.
1, 2, 3. Biffle!
Sucks.
I'm gonna suck your dick.
Hope you don't plan on cutting this part out.
This just in. We are watching movies.
Rouse.